Well, I suppose that's that. And now our final topic of discussion here today is Venom's future. So this past
No,
week, we
no,
officially learned that,
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah. So
no.
when Venom 3 was announced, Tom Hardy put up a picture of the script and he called it The Last Dance. Turns out that that was actually the title of the film, that it would just take like an extra year and a half to announce. So it's called Venom The Last
Let's
Dance.
not lie to people. Let's not lie. The movie was untitled at that time. He said it's the last dance because it's his last one. They had
True.
no clue what to call that movie. They called
Yup.
it that.
Yes.
they ran with it.
Yep.
That's exactly
Yep.
what happened. That's the
I mean,
level of creativity you can expect from the.
It's just
damn
like
Venom
the
movie
idiots
from
at
Sony.
Sony, where they were like market testing the film, and out of all the possible titles for the sequel, like Maximum Carnage or anything like that, they called it Let There Be Carnage. It's the
Yeah.
same thing. It's a dumb title, but
Why would you not call it
apparently
Lethal Protector?
anything, right? Anything else. And the thing with this one is now there's reports and there seems to be a belief that Sony's more or less pulling back on their stuff and they're just going to work
Can't
with
afford
Marvel
it.
Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
If Madam
just
Web's
be,
apparently losing like $250,000, then yeah, or $250,000,000, I should say, not a million.
Yeah.
Then yeah, they can't afford to do crap.
So Venom is apparently going to be coming to the MCU, and then Sony just
Shucks.
splits the money, you know. And I mean, just think about it. If Sony was to let Marvel Studios use their characters that they're making films out of, right? Put them in Spider-Man films and MCU crossovers, and you get, let's say, even a 20% cut of whatever that character is in, you're going to make more money than all your standalone Spunk films combined because none of them have made money outside of Venom. So,
Yeah.
like, they would win. It'd be free money for them. They don't have to do anything. Like,
Also,
it's
it
a
kind of confirms that these Spunk movies just cannibalizing the Spider-Man franchise, because if the whole was like, yeah, we're open to Venom because the Last Dance is it's the third one, they're not doing anything after that, then that means surely that Marvel can't be using these characters while Sony's making movies of them.
yeah.
Like, sure, Venom technically was in No Way Home, but it wasn't really. No.
it's just this is like, because this whole thing, because what it was is that they're saying that there's a possibility of Venom showing up in Secret Wars,
which was going to be, let's be honest here.
Yeah. Yeah.
and like people are now we're I guess guessing that they probably met during that announcement when Sony said that Sony Pictures were going to take over the physical media aspect to all of Disney's IPs and relegate which get their physical release. And like, if this did happen, that this probably came up at the table about, having their
100%.
their Spunk characters mingling with Marvel characters and such. So
everything that Sony gets from Disney is Disney wanting a bit more of Spider-Man. They're slowly just clawing it back inch by inch. Whether Sony notices, we'll find out when they've lost it completely. But as right now, they just slowly. It's like the Shawshank, right? They're chipping away at the wall with the spoon, trying to get into the tunnels.
It's kind of like, if you look at the deals that they're making, I mean, Disney literally could have gone to other manufacturers and producers and people that print
literally
media.
any other one.
Anybody who does, I would argue, better, but they made a partnership with Sony to produce all upcoming Blu-rays and DVDs. And it's telling because they announced, hey, Falcon and Winter Soldier and Moon Knight are coming and more Star Wars shows, but you can't pre-order them yet. Why? Because Sony stock runs low and they can never meet demand. Like, Disney, like you said, there is an angle here on both sides, and we can see the future. And make no mistake about it, people keep talking about, hey, if Sony's bought out or if they join another company or merge, guess what happens? Spider-Man relinquishes because it's not honored in a contract like that. Like, Apple can't buy Sony and then own Spider-Man. That the contract is then void. So everybody's playing like a chess game that's moving super slow, but they're all just
Disney's on chess, Sony's on checkers. Let's be.
Sony's not on checkers. They're picking up the pieces off the floor and don't know what to do. Let's be real.
I thought you were going to say
Sony's on the Lego.
was gonna say they're playing tic-tac-toe.
Isn't that getting banned in the States?
I'm not entirely sure, but I did know what did get banned in certain states right now. The hub.
Oh.
Yeah, they pulled out of Texas.
Well, not just Texas, a couple other states as well.
Oh, was it other ones as well? Wow.
Yeah, because people found out they actually people were looking into it to see if it was banned in their state, and a couple of them confirmed
How are
that
the
it
right
was.
wingers going to watch their femboy porn now? Oh man,
Yeah, so that's one way to entice the right.
Oh.
Oh, it's
Anyway, Sony, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. This is all a ploy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like I'm just wondering what's gonna happen. Well, I know they're not gonna do it anymore. It's just like, are they even going to promote Kraven at this point? Or are they just gonna like let it go out into the wild and die a slow death?
Look,
I assume after Madam Web losing 250 million, they can't afford the Kraven marketing. Either that they're saving it for Venom because, like, it's literally the last chance to actually make something back.
Yeah.
It is, and like they bumped the movie up to right before Halloween, which that will give it a little bit of a bump because there's always a surge right before Halloween to go watch films. But again, I'm confused at their strategy because they now so it's like, oh, we're gonna do we're starting a new Uncharted movie. It's like, yay! How about that Spider-Man? It's quite obvious they're gonna do the same thing they did last time. Uncharted is wrapping up. Tom Holland literally just jumps to the set next door and starts Spider-Man. That's clearly got to be their trajectory. So
still has the same haircut and everything.
Everything, yeah.
Maybe this time it'll be Uncharted. He looks more like Peter instead of the other way around.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Like whatever's happening with this whole Venom deal, it's gonna play out. He's in the MCU, and it's going to go one of two ways. Tom Hardy just becomes Eddie Brock stuck in this universe, and they do the wacky Tom Hardy antics in the MCU.
I bet you.
Exactly. Or he joins the MCU, loses the symbiote, it goes on to, I don't know, MCU's version of Eddie Brock, and then there you go. One of the two ways it's being handled. Nothing else, I don't think.
Yeah, it would literally be this Eddie Brock stays in the Spunk stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But where we established the hive mind, like the multi-dimensional hive mind for these things, which is still, I completely forgot about it until just that second. The post credits going to be that little black glob going to find Eddie Brock, and it's just Tom Hardy again.
And like they could do like the thing where he gets hit with all the memories of that universe. He's like, whoa, and done. Yeah, it's honestly kind of perfect way to do it, and why not? Like so.
Like maybe make a slight change, like make him be the military guy. Like he's got no legs and whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. Like that'd be kind of cool. That'd be a really interesting angle on it. So I think,
which means they won't do it because it's Sony. But that's
if they let Marvel Studios have a hand in the MCU, then smarter, just more intelligent ideas will prevail. I hope.
Yeah.
And I say that, and Avi Arad is. Yeah. Avi Arad's going to show up being like, what if he doesn't have the spider logo? Because that doesn't make sense when he's connected to Spider-Man.
You mean like Insomniac's Venom? Or Agent Venom?
Yeah. That suit was on point, though. Just missing the logo there for a bit. But
even when he got a logo, is that what the hell is that?
Yeah, that's true.
Was this Geometry Wars in your chest? Like, God damn.
It was honeycombs because of the B missions.
Oh. True.
You know what? I legit never put that together.
Yeah. Huh. Well,
I still don't like it.